Is taxing the rich helpful? No, it's not. It's harming everyone, including you, including the poorest of the poor. Let me explain. It's commonly said by leftists that we should tax the rich. Well, first of all, why should we tax the rich? They're not harming you. They're not taking your money. They're not suppressing wages. They're doing none of those things. Please see prior videos that I've made about these details. The rich are the producer. Well, by and large, if we had a free market system, a true capitalist system, I could say the rich are the ones who are the biggest producers. And still, mostly they are. The rich are the ones who have the ideas, who take the risks, who have the capital, who hire us, who fund our retirements, who give us all the tools and equipment that we need to work with, to have the salaries that we do and produce the things that we buy. The rich give us these things. Now, it's true that in today's world, in these corrupt crony capitalist systems that we have, that the rich benefit from government connections, and they get special privileges that help them at our expense. The problem there is the government, not them. Everyone's going to take advantage of somebody else and take free money and so forth if they can. The problem is that the government makes it part of its operating procedures. So the problem is always the government, not the market. The marketplace would be harmful if it weren't restrained by competition. And it can only be restrained by competition if it has no special privileges from government. If each business has to compete and succeed only by pleasing consumers and producing products and services that are valuable in a competitive marketplace, if that were the case, their hands are tied. So take government out of the equation, and the wealthy are the ones who benefit all of us. And even in today's world, it's the wealthy who have the capital. They're funding everything. It's not the government who steals money from somewhere else that's funding things. It's 91% of government spending is just handouts to other people, including the military. So it's the wealthy who are funding your job. They pay your salary. They provide your company all of the capital that's needed for its office building, for your cubicle, for your office chair, for your computer, for your factory, for the technology your company uses, for the payments that you get before you've even done the work, often. That's all funded by the wealthy. The wealthy pay the vast majority of all the taxes. So taxing the wealthy is about the most harmful thing we can do. We're taking away the capital that you and I are using. It's that capital that gives us the standard of living that we have today, by way of having all the things I just mentioned, with which we can produce all the goods and services that we produce. So the wealthy are funding all of this. So you don't want to tax the wealthy and steal their money so you can consume it. Once that money is consumed, it's gone. If the wealthy keep their money, we use it. Yes, our businesses pay them back in profits, fine, but we're using that capital. Most of the capital the wealthy have, they don't use. They don't spend on yachts and houses. Some, yes, and they should. But most of it is invested, and that's the capital that you're using, that I'm using. And we all benefit from it. So the more you tax them, the less you and I have to work with to produce goods and services for everyone, including ourselves, the lower are our wages. If you gave the wealthy if you didn't take all their money and you didn't tax them, you and I would have double the wage that we have now. Really, literally, truly, that capital, instead of being taxed and given to someone else, would be used in these investments by these companies, and more would be spent on tools and technology and factories, and then more would be spent on wages, on paying salaries. Our wages would be higher and we would be producing more. So again, taxing the wealthy is about the most stupid thing we can do. They're not our enemy, they're our friend. What you want is for them not to get special benefits via their connections with the government. The problem is everywhere and always the government. It's not the wealthy producers. One more thing on this topic. It is so stupid to say that lowering taxes is tax cuts for the wealthy. We act like that's a bad thing. That's a great thing. Tax cuts for anyone is a great thing. And what's wrong with people having the money that they earned, that they rightly deserved? Again, when they didn't earn it from government cronyism. They earned it, they deserve it. They didn't take it from you. They didn't steal your wealth. I mean, think of this nation, the United States, 300 years ago. There wasn't much here. Everything we have has been created by mainly the wealthy. You didn't have that wealth 300 years ago. Your ancestors didn't have that wealth and they took it. No, they created it and we all benefit. We live way better now than kings and queens of 300 years ago. They didn't take your wealth, they gave you the wealth. So tax breaks for the rich are a wonderful thing, and we all benefit from it. This isn't supposed trickle-down economics. There's no such thing. That's a made-up term. This is real, true economics. This is how things work. Ask yourself where your company got its capital. Ask yourself if Jeff Bezos and the billionaires are so wealthy, how are they wealthy if they're spending all their money? If they spent it, they wouldn't have it. They have it, they keep it, you use it, it's used to produce with, it creates goods and services, you use those in your life, they pay you salaries, that capital pays you salaries. Ask where the money comes from for salaries. Where does your company get the money? What I'm saying is real and true and correct. So please consider all of this. So taxing the rich should never be a goal. Okay, thank you very much.